You're going to have kids tomorrow.
Of course, I know. Just one, thank you.
How will you love the kid to dress
Everyone just
indecent?
No, if I could,
When I continue your question, no.
Are you being judgmental?
I said he's
No,
he
I'm
really
just
wants.
asking because she's
like-
proud of her lifestyle, her dressing.
What's my lifestyle?
Everyone's
What are you saying?
See,
What's my lifestyle?
excuse me, guys.
No,
I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, and I'm
you
not
asked
attacking
me a question, and I'm
For
trying
example,
to,
I love a decent dress. I will give it up to you. And then I have kids. I want to train them the way I like it. They should dress decent like I am. In fact, I want to be a role model for them. You cannot love dressing the way you love to do, which you are proud of it, and we are not fighting you on that. And you think that your daughter will not copy.
No, you should not
how
judge.
you dress.
No, you don't judge me on that. That's on me. You understand?
like the
That
kid to
it's
look
on
indecent.
me.
She would
But how
see
would
a
the
man
kid
that
look
like
different
That
when
is
the
on
mom
me.
is looking
No,
this way?
that's on me. That's
what
on
I'm
me.
saying,
That's
that
on
there are
me.
still
Your
men who
opinion
love
is
a
your
man of
opinion.
dressing.
That's on me.
So you think in that
Yeah.
situation you can manage your kid to dress
Yes,
different from you?
Just leave a minute time reach me. I go handle and thank you.
Okay. It's actually been a long time that Ben Ice has not been on podcast. I mean, I've gone silent for some time, and that is for a better reason, so that I can come back in full flesh and have these awesome people with me on this set, so that we can treat you on a very impressive topic that is something that is happening in our society, and people have got choices and people have got likeness on what they want and what they don't want. But then, what is the societal perspective, or what is the standard, and is there even a standard? Now, I want to link you directly to the co-host of this podcast session, Mr. Nobert. You're welcome, sir.
all right, thank you. As mentioned earlier, we'll be looking at the perspectives of what the society have about dressing. It is a very controversial area where people have diverse opinions.
That's right.
With us today, we have two guests. We have Das on my far left, and beside me here is Empress. So we'll be diving into this discussion, and also we'll be looking forward to have their input. We are not always on the same page as far as this issue is concerned, but we believe that once we discuss, we always have our different opinions, but we look forward to a common goal, which is trying to be a society where it is inclusive.
Right.
That's right. That's right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Co-host. That has been well said, and we want to get the ball rolling. And you ladies are looking so beautiful, for real.
Okay.
So cute, and I would say Cameroon has beauty. Yeah. All right. So the topic today is, the choices of dresses, individual choices of dresses, and societal perspectives. Should people direct people on how to dress? Should people have a way to dress in a society? Globally, we're not looking at the region or where we are. Let's say in an open society, should ladies have a standard of dressing, or should they be open to dress the way they want to dress? Now, I want to bring the first speaker on this, or the first guest on this topic, to be Empress, and I would like her to, introduce yourself first, and just tell us how you think this topic is going to be engaging, based on your own, view, and how you think you would develop the story based on how you dress. Just lightly for now.
Thank you so much, Ben Ives, for the opportunity to be here and to talk about this topic. So, I would just like to say that, based on the society, right, they
Yeah.
have this particular conception that a female is supposed to dress in a certain way. That's in quotes. Your cleavage is all covered, your tights all covered. It makes you look decent. You understand? That is a societal conception about this dressing whole thing.
All right.
But I feel like it's left for the individuals to choose, or do what they know that it's very much comfortable for them. And there are certain certain occasions demand certain dressing. You cannot be going for a party and then you're dressed in an abaya. You cannot want to go to church and you dress in a very skimpy and clothes. So I just want to say that certain occasion around certain dressing. So when people dress, they dress according to that occasion or where they are going to. You get. So the society, or let me say our parents back then, or the millennial generation, they don't even want to think or feel like there are certain occasions where you have to dress in a certain way. You just have to be decent. That's how they put it. You just have to be decent. Decency is decency. So that's what I would say.
All right.
As far
Okay.
as this is
Yeah,
concerned.
that is a nice throw out there. We know the blow we are going to be having from Empress, and I like how she speaks with class.
Of course.
Of course, she got class. Yeah, and so by my left, we have another queen in the house. So just openly, your thoughts about the topic.
I for one, I will never ever come directly. Like I'll never be in support of indecent dressing. Sometimes I'll quote example myself. There are times when I dress in a certain way, maybe like let me just say sexy. Like Empress just said, it depends on the occasion. I can't be going for a party or for a nightclub. Then I'm just in long sleeve, like down to my toes.
We'll be changing the
That
topics.
doesn't suit the occasion.
Right.
Okay. All right. Empress talk about the millennial people. They want you to dress decent, and you can go to, like a party, you dress in abaya.
Club. Yeah. It
You
has to
know.
be hot. Come
All
on.
right, that is a thought. Okay, guys, we want to get back now to what we have prepared for them because if you know GC in Cameroon, you guys have GCE to answer.
Questions. Oh my God.
You got GCE to answer.
Really, really bad.
You've got to give our viewers what they want to hear. You're representing
let's
the
go.
masses. And we are here to give the questions that everyone out there want to ask.
Right.
And these questions are not meant to challenge you, ladies. No, they are meant to get your views.
Right.
And we are gentlemen. We will treat our ladies nicely.
Right.
All right. So let's go with the opening question. Now, to you, Empress. Like the question goes to everyone. I can start with you. Then when she drops, you want to
Say
throw a
something.
light on it. You go on. Now, Empress, what does dressing means to you personally?
Okay, dressing, right?
Yep.
Is a piece of, let's say, material or textile, garment that is being put on to cover the body.
To cover the body.
Yeah.
I like to highlight that.
And then it's not just only about garments, or it goes a long way with accessories. That's dressing.
All right.
Yeah, that's dressing to me.
Are those glasses on your face?
Yeah, come on.
That's beautiful.
Thank
You're
you so
sitting
much.
close, so you should be able to see.
They look unique. I'm kind of like mixed up in between. Are they glasses or not?
Excuse you.
Yeah. So you have something to say about this?
It's fine. Definition is good.
All right, her definition is good. You support it. Now, what do you guys think? How do you think dressing reflects an individual identity? Like, how does your dressing, your way of dressing, reflects your identity as an individual?
Well, it does. Like it, like they say, dress the way you want to be addressed. In as much as what I think is everybody is entitled to the opinion. I should not dress in the kind of way just to please some people. But I think that, for example, I can't be going to an office looking like I'm going to a nightclub.
Right.
And of course, I cannot be going to a nightclub looking like I'm going to a church.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, if you're going to an occasion, let's say an office, you want to be respected, of course you have to look official. I think dressing has a lot to do, I think respect has a lot to do with dressing. Yeah.
Okay. So she's saying that dress the way you want to be addressed. A pastor always said that, and that word got so deep in me that I like to dress the way I want to be addressed. Me personally, especially in this society where you are. If you're dressed with, a gentleman way with tie or shirt and long sleeve or whatever, you look gentle, the respect that is accorded by you in this part of the world is much different. Like when you just dress casual or normal. Well, we are talking of individual perspective.
Can
Yeah.
I say something? Talking about this generation, I don't think dressing in that manner would accord you that respect. Sometimes I think now what we're looking for is the character.
Yeah.
You can be a very influential person, but you dress in pants and slippers, and then just the way you carry yourself, people are going to respect you.
Awesome.
Not just looking at what you're putting on. You can dress like in t-shirt, and then you walk on the road. People still accord you that respect, just the way you carry yourself. It's not all about dress. I don't think dressing really has that much. Normally, from onlook, like you can just see somebody in suit and then just be like, okay, you can have that view without knowing the person. But when you get to know the person, you feel like the person, forget that to do that man well. That man has some better person. You understand? So I don't believe in that. Say dress.
I'll have to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, right on.
But let's say, for example, with men, right? If a man wants a woman, the appearance needs to attract.
Right.
It's just like you dressed like a prostitute. They're going to preach to someone. You could still dress like a prostitute, but you will talking sense.
Right.
How can someone even listen to you when you look like a prostitute? What I would say is that the appearance always matters to me. That's my view.
All
The
right.
appearance always
fair
matters
enough.
to me.
Anyway, so I will come here. I want to look at this. I want us to define something like a decent and undecent dressing.
Right.
Okay.
Where a situation where you dress and you expose part of your body.
Yeah.
And I want to link this with social media,
Okay.
where we have what is called the butterfly effect, which means your actions, your outfit has an effect on the
Yeah.
environment, where you get to know how different ages of group of people online. That's why usually we receive this backlash of you coming on. So coming online with exposed section of the body.
Yeah.
So I want to put this question to you, Das.
Okay.
How do you think the society, in one way or other, influence the way you dress? Or you just say, I don't care what people say?
My apologies for stepping here and there. I'm back now.
Okay. I, for one, I am not a prisoner to the society. I do what I want to do. I don't care how people judge me. Generally, let's just say I'm brought up morally. If I'm not doing certain things, if I'm not dressing in a way, it's not because I'm afraid of the society. It's just because I just do not like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say that you are not a prisoner to the society, what can you expand more? What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that, because I know that so many people want to do certain things. They're like, oh, people say, I don't care what people say. I just do not do it because I think it's indecent. To me, yeah, not about people.
All right. Okay. So we've had everyone views. Empress, you still have another thing to say on this?
Not
The
quite.
next question.
Not quite.
All right. We move to the next question. Oh man.
So let me link
Yeah.
something to Empress. One influential person on Facebook made a statement. I want to get your perspective on that.
Okay.
He said, why I ask that question is because, for me, I think to a certain extent the society try to move you up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something
Yeah,
towards
to
that.
that effect. So these guys say, these girls that come online with exposed part of the body and social media, there are guys out there who admire it for fun and stuff like that. But once they want to get somebody, they will get somebody who is, let me say, decent. I'm saying decent because a definition of decency
Yeah.
varies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So do you think, that's why I said the societies in one way or other has an impact on you. So do you think by coming on with outfit which many deem undecent puts you at a disadvantage?
Yeah, I think to an extent,
Yes.
with the way our minds work, some men will feel that the fact that you expose your body, you might not get somebody with serious, or anybody that comes to you is on serious, which is a fat life from the pit of hell. Trust me, in this generation now, Oh.
All right. Well, we are still to find out.
In this our generation, Gen Z, I work for you.
We are still to find out. Maybe our style of dressing has attracted
Now work for you.
better suitors.
Now work
Yes,
for you.
please.
Yeah. Let's say, talking about the question you asked, Empress. To me, I think there are some disadvantages. Yes, because in as much as I said I don't care about the society, but there are times when I need to care.
Okay.
Yes, because there are some opportunities that so many ladies have lost because they looked crazy. Yeah. Like I said again, if you're going to preach to someone, you can't look like a prostitute and you're preaching, nobody will listen. And there are so many ladies who look so indecent deep down, they have good hearts. There are times when I just dress crazily. Some people come closer, they'll be like, oh, Das, are you actually like this? So many people have lost opportunities. Let's say you're going to an office. You might be going to that office, you have the skills, you are very, very intelligent, you go there looking crazy, you go there looking like an unserious person, your dressing speaks a lot about you. They won't listen to you. The boss himself will be like, okay, you don't know what you're doing.
So this is why I said from the beginning that it depends on the occasion that you're attending.
All right.
Right. That was what I said.
Can I cut you short? When we talk about occasion, we're still living in a society or in a community. If I find you in one occasion looking indecent, and I see you in another occasion looking decent, don't you give me a double personality identity?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. If you're a mature man, if you're a mature man that understands that they are dressing some particular dressings for particular occasion, you will not feel that way.
Before he goes on, a mature man says they want to eat their food covered. So if I see my food on one occasion that is open,
Can I say something? Can I just say something?
yeah,
to that?
my food is open on one occasion. Will I eat it again because it's covered later?
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
Your food is open and blah 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 blah. When you get that person that has covered his or her food and then you put it in the house, what do you do next? The next thing is you cheat on that person with the person whose food is outside. Am I right or no?
We could go to exceptional. No.
Yeah. No, see, Empress. Yes, go ahead, sir.
No, what I'm just trying to say is she's trying to bring in exceptional cases.
Yeah.
Where, we could be talking about cheating, which is a whole area which we will explore in another topic. But now we're just trying to limit this to how your outfit it will influence me in one way or the other.
Yeah.
And how you put yourself out there that will affect the society in general. Yeah.
All right.
And-
So moving on from that, we are gonna talk more on this. Yes, please, ladies. Their body is boiling.
No, I'm not boiling.
I got water.
I just want to add something. I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Let her
We'll come
go.
on,
Let her
that,
ride
yeah.
on, then
The
I'll-
question you asked,
Yeah.
let's say you see someone in an occasion, it will be very, very funny. If you're going to an occasion, you expect someone to be dressed in suit. Let's say you're going to a party.
A
birthday
wedding,
party,
say for example.
You expect someone to be putting on abaya, like she said, abaya.
Well, let's not dwell so much on abaya. From our own society, we don't put on abaya.
No,
let's
I'm
just
saying
talk
that
on
we
the
are
dress
talking
normal.
about, we are
Dress.
here. No, we are here, right?
Let's say
Okay.
You can't be going. You make
Pull
a
over.
choice. You could go to a church to pick someone you want to take serious, right? You are going for a birthday party. So see someone put on a sexy, be like, oh, this one is exposing her body. That's how you're supposed to dress in that occasion.
Oh.
You want someone very decent. Don't look for someone who goes for
Okay,
this party.
I will
Go to
still go
church.
back. I will still go back to that food issue before we move on. Now, you served me a plate of food, and I was still on my way back to house. And of course, in every environment, we have flies and all these things that flies
Right.
around, and the food is left open, and probably flies have contaminated it and all the like.
Exactly.
And then when I came back, I complained about this food being open, or you took note. I took note about the food being open, and I was very not convenient with it. Then you took a plate and closed it. Has it removed the contamination?
No.
So if a food is left open and closed later, it doesn't correct anything. Food should be kept closed. Bodies should be kept closed. My own idea.
That's your opinion.
All right.
That's on you.
Yeah,
That's on you. And
Guys,
that's
they
on
couldn't
period.
answer that question.
That's
Yeah.
period. That's on period. That's your opinion and that's on you.
My opinion.
Exactly.
You can't compare a woman to a food.
No, this is a
So,
scenario.
It's a scenario.
No, women are not fool. We are creating a scenario.
Your creating better
that's-
example is
that's-
it's
No,
not.
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
an
no,
example
no.
to-
See. This is an idiom. I just use an idiom
Of course,
to
of
explain
course. We
what I
understand.
want to explain in terms of a woman. A
Okay.
woman cannot be fooled.
But
But
you
we are
should
saying
not- you
that
should
if
not-
we disregard the food that has been left open and a man want to keep that body precious, I want to see that body just for himself. And if you keep it open, then you are opening the
Let
body.
me tell you
and-
why. Let
There
me
are so
tell-
many unfaithful, decent, well-covered women out there.
Well,
Right.
that is another case to talk about.
Right.
But I mean,
The food doesn't have character. The woman has character.
The
Exactly the
But
point. The food is stagnant. The food
but
does.
she is a
No,
good
no,
wife
no, compare
material.
it to it.
Okay.
Okay.
What would
Can
you-
I say something and
Yes,
let's
please.
avoid
Yes, please.
what we could call exceptional cases.
Mm-hmm.
The law and demand states that when prices of gold goes up,
Yeah.
the demands fall.
Demand force,
Yeah.
yeah.
Overwhelmingly, that is it.
Yeah.
Then we have what we call exceptional demand
Yeah.
law, which states
Yeah.
that when prices go up, the more prices go up,
Yeah.
the more they demand
Yeah.
to a limited extent only. So for some goods and for some group of
Very few
people.
people can
So
afford.
our conversation here is trying to target those the traditional aspect of the society. Do we always have exceptional cases?
Right.
Yes, to a
Yes.
certain level.
Yes.
We always have that.
that's true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for the basis of the conversation, I want us to look at the traditional society, how majority look at things in a particular direction without necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about those
Yeah.
exceptional cases. They will
Yeah.
always exist in every
Of
situation.
course.
That's right.
Of course,
That's
the
right.
exceptions.
All right. So this takes me to this question. Can you share us an experience you had before, or maybe a situation where your choice of dress made you to feel overconfident or confident of yourself, or you felt out of place, or you felt like shy? No, this I don't think this was how I should present myself in this situation. Has there been any?
I'll give you a
of
scenario,
such?
but I'm unapologetic about it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is me. I dress the way I want, you know.
Okay.
So it was in the church, and then I went to church. I'm not gonna say the name of the church. So I went to church, and I think this churches, right? They always take videos, and then so it's like a sub church to a big church or something.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, because at that point I was in the choir. So they took the pictures, and then when we got home, like I think 2 days later, he spoke to me like, you know what, you were and all of that. The pastor, these pictures went to the head pastor, and they said you need to dress, and your skirt needs to be,
Below your knees or something,
and then your hands are not supposed to be showing.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Okay, I hear you, and that's it. I stopped going to the choir.
So you did not consider
But I was
changing.
attending church.
But
I've
you were
already.
embarrassed?
So
I was
yeah,
never.
were you
That's what I'm saying,
embarrassed?
I'm unapologetic about it.
Okay.
It means you were embarrassed.
I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you
I
were okay.
wasn't.
All right. You had any experience about how good you dressed that made you feel confidence, or a dressing that
No,
made
I
you
was-
feel
I
out
was
of place?
not indecently dressed. I was badly dressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Badly dressed.
Yeah.
How what is the difference
That's
between
it.
indecently
And
dressed and
badly-
badly dressed?
The indecent in this question is not being modest, right?
Yeah.
Exposing body parts. I was decently dressed, but I didn't know it was going to be that big. You know, someone invited me for a prayer cell. Obviously, no, it's not a church. I went there. Was
And maybe it can be a grant to hunt.
Slippers.
yeah.
Ladies go for hunting in every occasion.
Oh, for you.
Not
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Not
Of course, if you are single, every place can be a good ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
that day, for me, I like to command respect in my dressing. Not about the decency, but I like to dress nicely. I like to go somewhere, they be like, oh, nice, they give me the seat for free because I present myself. But that day I didn't know. I was just putting on my slippers, going. I didn't know that there was a whole lot of crowd. And then, boy, ladies, they were well dressed, looking so good. Oh, I was lost. I was
No, so you were
necessarily-
poorly dressed.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, rather.
So that's why.
Poorly
Yeah.
dressed.
So she dressed below standard,
Below standard,
compared to where she was
exactly.
going to.
Below standard.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed. I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
All
I
right.
really felt embarrassed.
Okay, guys, you can bring the comment. Let the comment keep coming if you're watching on Facebook, because this session is live on Facebook, and of course it's gonna be available on our YouTube channel, Chris Daniel TV. But for now, we are having a live section so that you can interact. You can bring your own contribution. We will read it live so you can know what is happening. Now, I'll give it over to the co-host. Please greet us and the audience there. Let's see what we have for them. But these ladies are so beautiful, these. Really.
Yeah.
Look, the issue of dressing, like Empress, is so very unapologetic in so many aspects. But I feel like in a society where we have different set of people, we can always pass across a message which is not extreme.
Right.
Do you think you can dress not all occasions
Yeah.
in some, let me say the
Well,
party
Kusima.
you are talking about,
Yeah.
right? You can
Yeah.
show up in that party dress decently,
Why
but
not?
look like it resembled that party.
Yes.
Right, of course, why
Yes.
not?
And in that same party, you will find people who will dress indecently. That's what I
Right,
said,
Yeah.
because
right.
you guys are giving me the opinion that, hey, for party, anything can
Anything
go.
can happen.
Yeah.
No.
And in church, this
Yeah.
is how it should be.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
It's a particular narrative. Yeah.
yeah.
Dress like Celine Dion.
But yeah, overwhelmingly she dresses decently.
Yeah.
Most of her, and she's she's showbiz.
Okay.
Unlike many people who are into the business and But our concern is you can't just say you don't care, because
Okay.
morally you have that responsibility to portray something out there in the society.
Right.
Yeah.
And what we are trying to say here is men look at that aspect of it. They will have fancy of it, but they know what they want.
That's right.
So now my question now is, again, I still want to come back to, do you think some aspect of your dressing can have a negative effect on the society?
That's a good one.
To a greater extent, yeah, it can. Because let's talk on the part of men harassing ladies. You know, sometimes as I say, when teenage time one place, so some girl will just dress some way. You understand? Also look we are number two eye. And so that thing all this stand now we know the and we sometimes don't do the barrier for that kind of 3 years in one you understand. So one thing can lead to another.
Okay,
You
so
understand?
because of your dressing,
Yes.
so you're putting
yes,
an
Mark,
individual.
yeah, because of some certain dressing, and then can lead to some certain negative things. If it's you rape you or
Yeah,
go
so
to
you
club
can be
dress in a
raped
certain
because
way.
you
Yeah,
dress
you
poorly.
can actually be raped for stuffs like that. You understand? Yeah. So that's my point actually on that.
Okay, well, I'll say something first if I get to that. Like what you just said before you go to the patient. For me, I know there's a way. What I would say, there's sexy. The dressing can be sexy. The dressing can be decent, and the dressing can be very, very indecent. When I talk about not being, I don't care. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not a prisoner to the society, which means that the society will judge you. You just too decent. They say, oh, she's pretending to be too holy. You're just indecent and all those things. Already, I understand morals. There's a level. There's a way I would never ever dress like. Yeah, it's not like I'm saying like I don't care. Like, I don't care. No, there's just a way I can never go to. Like there's some ladies you see them practically everything is outside. I can't
yeah.
go to that extent. There's a way I want to go to a night party. I want to look girly. Maybe just a little bit like exposed. Not really like trying to it's not like I'm trying to I don't know how to say it, but there's a way I will not go. Yeah. And I know that there's a way you dress that will influence the younger ones in a very bad way.
Okay, that's a good
yeah,
point there.
Yeah, like those celebrities. And there's so many parents who allow their children to go to TikTok and see those things, Facebook. Or maybe there's a way you have to dress if you have kids around. Of course, it does affect the society. The way you dress affects the society.
All right. Okay, so we have accepted that you can either your dressing has an impact on the society and also an impact on you, a reverse impact on you.
Yeah.
Like she said, you can be raped, obviously.
Yeah.
A guy that has been there and wanting this stuff for quite a long time and have never had the opportunity and is just triggered by the way you're dressed. We don't say you need to rape a lady, but that dress.
Somebody who is wearing a suit, but that suit doesn't reflect who that person is.
Exactly.
But now, I will tell you something. Once somebody sees you for the first time, if I didn't know that guy, probably because you know him, that's why you made that statement.
Yeah.
But if I saw him for the first time, my impression about him would be positive. And it's often said, first impression is lasting impression.
Exactly.
Even if I didn't get to know the other side of him, I knew it subsequently, his first impression would have landed him something positive than if he was not appearing the way he or she is
Exactly.
appearing in front of him.
True.
So, in that aspect, we are talking about decent and indecent, but When they use this scenario of a gentleman who graduated from high school, wanted to go to university. Back in high school, he was used to keeping this shaggy. You know, the musician shaggy. Shaggy means uncombed hair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
English word of shaggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so he usually keeps this shaggy hair. But prior to getting to university, what he did that morning while applying was he had a low cut and then took a very nice shirt, pair of trousers, and he went out to documentation. And when he got there, the woman hasn't opened yet. So what happened is he went to the woman's house and then he pulled out a drawer and advised him to go to her store. She will be there in a few minutes. That guy went and sat there for a few minutes. She didn't show up. And then he was forced to pull the drawer. And inside we had there was around 2 million francs.
Jesus.
Okay.
So this guy started pondering why this woman gave him this. Meanwhile, he saw him for the first time.
Yeah.
So when the woman arrived, he said, "You did something which you were not supposed to do." The woman said, "What?" He said, "You gave me a drawer with money inside." He said, "Yeah, but you don't look like a thief."
You see?
Exactly.
But assume that guy showed that money with the shaggy hair, with
She-
the pair of trousers.
She will not even risk it.
Yeah, just your appearance will not give. So we are trying to paint that picture of how this dressing affects the society, whether we
Yes.
like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That that your story can just be a scenario, and a scenario can still change. Like you dress in that way, and you're actually you're the
Yeah,
actual
that's
thief.
true too.
You understand?
Exactly. Which
Yeah,
those
people-
exceptional cases.
Yes,
Yeah.
those exceptions.
Can dress like
But
that
we
to
are
be
not
the
looking
actual
at
thief.
exception. We are looking at a global context. How does this lifestyle can influence this, or can attract this favor, or can encourage this positive behavior? Now, the next thing I would like us to go through quickly, we have a lot. I think we're going to have another session for this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the next thing I would like us to go is how do you think that, or in what way do you think culture and religions beliefs influences our lifestyle or dresses? How does culture and belief influences your dressing as an individual? For me, I would say I dress the way I do dress because of my religious belief. First, it's my religious belief, not my culture. Because if I want to look at the culture, I should be tying line, which is for the Sawa people of the Cameroon. So my belief or religious belief makes me to look at decency as a value that God also wants to see us portray. You understand? And for example, if you want a younger one to learn from you, Apostle Paul said, you should be a leader. Your ways, the way you talk, the way you live, people should see you or see the Christ in you. So I believe that if you call yourself a Christian, a Muslim, or Hindus, or wherever, our lifestyle should reflect that belief when it comes to dressing. Because people can only judge what they see. God sees the inner man, and God wants you to live in a community where people respect you based on what they also see. He can see your heart. He can see that this guy is well dressed but has a dirty heart. We can't fool him. But the community wants to see you from your physical perspective. So be good in heart and be good physically based on our beliefs. I think that the
So based on your
beliefs,
belief.
the beliefs can also
Obviously.
guide our dressing to decency. That is mine. So if you call yourself a Christian or a Muslim or not the like, and your dressing does not reflect that, there is a question mark.
Well, you
Anyways.
said something
That's your
about
opinion.
culture. Let's quote an example for the French people back in Cameroon, right? You're talking about culture. Cultures are different.
Exactly.
There
Yeah.
are some people who dress decently, not because they like to dress decently, because they are so attached to their culture.
Yeah.
There are ladies who cover their legs more than they cover their legs, their hands more than they cover their private parts.
Exactly.
Yes, there are ladies like that. Because they're so used to okay, fine.
Be only ladies.
I'll
Mommy,
not
add
like
man
go to
picking
talk
for
about
day. Add man
Muslims.
picking for day too.
Yes, I've
Yes.
seen
He said, "I'm not picking
Yeah.
them
No,
for
be
it
only
too."
ladies.
No,
Add
no,
man
it's
picking
ladies
for
not.
who
She's
dress
right.
decently and they are so
for you.
loose.
Yeah.
I've seen French people, they grow up, according to them, dressing with the mini skirts, and
Yeah.
that is the way
Their
they
culture.
dress. They
Yeah.
that is their culture. They just grew up like that. But they're very decent character-wise.
Right.
So I think cultures are different. So are
Yeah.
you going to use your own culture to judge that person?
Another
that dresses
person's culture?
that?
No, you
That's
cannot.
exactly.
Yeah, that's why I said if I want to look at my culture, I should be moving with loins.
Yeah.
So for me, my dressing reflects my belief religiously, my religious belief. Yeah.
And also, we are quoting an example like for a party. Some people are just so weird and funny. You cannot be going to a party and you say you're looking for a girlfriend there. If you're a decent person, you shouldn't go to a party to look for a girlfriend. If you're that decent, go to the church. Because you don't expect somebody because she wants to attract a decent man, she should be going to a party tying rapper.
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense.
So you think
Go to the
that?
church, meet
So you
someone
think that?
dress the way you are supposed to dress when you are going to the church.
No.
She dressed the way she's supposed to dress while going to a party.
Well, before our brother Nobert will take over, I want to ask a question. So you think a church is the place where you need to find a woman? You cannot find a woman in another environment.
You're getting her wrong.
Consider-
Listen
No,
to what
she
listen
is
to what
saying
she's saying.
that-
Listen, this
Yeah.
is what she's saying. She's saying that if you're coming to a party that you're looking for a decent girl and you meet a lady that does not dress decent, so you should go to a church where you see a lady that dresses decent.
Exactly.
Because a lady will not dress decent when she's going to a
If you
party.
think appearance
Okay,
is character,
a
go to
party
the church.
is a practical place to exhibit your trait. In a church, it is obvious you want to go there looking decent. Be in a normal situation where there are no rules tying you down. They will discover you in that situation.
Exactly.
So that's why men would rather decide to choose from a party, because if I find her decent in the party,
But
then she
that's
will be
not the case.
decent.
That's not the
Who
case
said
though.
they're
They
not
go to the
decent?
church instead.
Well,
Yeah,
and that is why they
They go to the church
and that is
instead,
why
and
they
they
bring
meet the
people that are
devils and the
different.
Jezebels.
Because you meet someone on a Sunday who is dressing good, but on a weekend or
Now,
maybe
what for you?
weekdays
Back to
it's
back
something
club, now, what
different.
for you,
Yes.
Uganda?
Who says there are no rules in dressing when going to a party? Just like 2 weeks ago, I went for a birthday party. A lady was putting on a trouser and a suit, like a very big trouser and a suit. Everybody was laughing. That's already the rules they are putting. They're mocking her. Next time she's going, she will never dress that way. They already made the rules. Don't dress like this when coming next time. Those are the
You
rules.
guys were dressing,
They were
shaming the
mocking her,
girl. You were dressing shaming.
Are you going for job interview? Are you going to the
Imagine.
church? They made the rules.
All right.
They telling her, don't dress like this again.
All right, guys, I hope we are enjoying the topic. It's quite an intrinsic one. There is just a lot, but we will try to wrap it up. And then we have another situation that we want Empress to expatiate on it. But Mr. Nobert, do you have any question yet to bring up?
I think we've discussed this. It's talking about can dressing influence how others perceive someone's professionalism, intelligence, or character?
Yeah, I think this is good. Professionalism, intelligence, or character.
Correct.
You're going to look for a job. You are a banker. You're dressed half naked. And you're going to look for a job. I'm a banker. I have a saggy or shabby hair. And I have these t-shirts that the neck extend downward. And I have some earring piercing my ears. Am I going to have that job as a banker?
Professionalism. If I go to a hospital, I see a doctor with so many piercing, dreadlock, tattoos, I will be scared this man will operate me and not stitch me well.
Why?
That's it.
Why?
Because appearance matters a lot, dressing matters a lot. Yeah.
So it means that if you are watching us here, dressing tells a lot about you.
Fact.
If you can't go look for a job or go somewhere to get a service from somebody who doesn't convince you that this person should be trusted,
Yeah.
then everyone should shape themselves
matters a
in a
lot.
kind of dressing or lifestyle that everyone will find convenient to interact with you. So why should there be a switch? Why should I look good now? Tomorrow I look bad. I want to go look for a job. I dress decent. When I get the job later in the evening, I'm dressing different.
When
It's not
like we
like-
said,
it's
we
not like you're
like
So
I
let's
don't-
have
I
a
don't-
personality.
Which one be
we are
personality?
having people with double
Ben,
personality.
Ben, excuse me.
Yeah.
You want to tell me that the way you dress to school or to
Yeah.
church is the same way you dress to parties?
Man.
Just no. Just tell me. It's the same way you dress.
Obviously, for
and
us
the same way
men.
you dress in the house.
Oh, come on. This is just a house. I can put my short and my
Because
That's
singlet.
the same thing. That's the same thing.
No, but-
it's
okay,
the same thing.
we are
You said
looking
don't have
at-
a double,
we
that
are
means you're
looking
having
at-
double personality. No, you should dress in suits while you're living in the house. No, dress in suits while you're in the house.
Why should you dress
Why should you dress in
cleaner?
pants?
Are you dressed like a teacher
Thank
when
you.
you're going
I
to
wear
school?
a pajama suit.
Exactly. Exactly the
So
point.
you see-
Yes.
So you have a
See.
double personality. That's what
See.
I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
from the
Everybody
beginning, I
does,
said.
everybody should.
From the beginning, I said it depends on the occasion.
Now,
you are
but-
going to for an interview. You know, you should dress in this way.
Ladies, we are trying
You
to say
going for a
that
party,
we are
you should
trying to
dress in
say
this
that
way.
responsibility or you looking responsible at different occasions is a must
Yeah.
to carry that identity. That's what
Yeah.
we're saying. So because you're going to somewhere you want that they should feel you as a responsible person, you dress responsible, and because you want to go to a party, we are not saying that go to a party looking as though you are going to work. But I mean, your dressing should be good, but you can still be attractive in a good dress.
Yeah. Why
You
not?
don't
Why
need to
not?
be
That's what I said.
dressing
Why not?
short and expose part of your breast and
No,
body and all these things.
we'll expose there.
See,
We'll
We
go
will start moving with stickers. When you find
go
it exposed,
expose.
put it there.
I'll go expose. I don't understand.
From the beginning of the conversation, I said there is no way I'll openly say indecent dressing is good is bad. First, indecent dressing is bad, but there's some dresses. There's a way a lady will dress that will embarrass herself. Have you seen where a lady will put on a very very short dress and all the time she'll be doing like this?
Okay.
It's embarrassing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's stressful. There's a way you can look good because when I say exposing some parts, you could still dress with a dress slightly above your knee or even above your knee.
Yeah.
And there are ladies who just dress to cover the nipples. That is
Yeah.
extra. But there's a way you can look sexy. Not really like covering everything all the time.
Oh, the way we men see things, I'll hand it over to you. It's different from the way ladies. Some ladies see it.
course.
Sincerely.
That's
We
a
see
fact.
things as
That's-
ladies.
Because there are
That's a
things we
fact. That's a
see
fact.
that we don't need to see this body, but there are things we see and you want to, you crave for it. You understand? But there are some things you see is just open there. The next thing is like, maybe it's just available for everyone. Men, a man, not a boy.
No, if it be
does
available,
not want
try
something
to
that's
get a more
available for
scene.
everyone.
I want for you. Try to get a more scene.
I mean, if someone is already halfway seeing what should be private for me
No,
and
you
you,
want
if I'm
this and
supposed
all.
to have a
Enter the
relationship with
DMO,
you,
yeah,
how is
more
it
scene.
precious again
No,
to me?
enter the DMO. If you want get enter the DM, I will do
See,
no. Enter the
Ben
DM.
Eyes. Ben Eyes.
Enter the
Ben
DM.
Eyes.
Yeah.
There's no way you are trying to, as if, is it, I can't use the word force, but you can
Exactly.
believe what you believe.
Exactly the
No,
point.
we are talking about.
not force your narrative on us.
We are
For
looking-
example, every day I see men divorcing very decently.
Exactly the point. This is what I'm saying.
Guys, we
Let's
are
not
looking,
even go to
guys,
that route.
we are looking at dressing now, not character.
Let's not go. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Though
that-
your character
listen,
reflects in your
listen,
dressing.
Okay, can I say something? Now, the
Yes.
very character make an ama marry that girl, right?
Yeah.
Now, the very character they get it for us now. So why the boy want divorcee?
Because people
See,
change over
if-
time
if
at
you're
times.
bringing-
Now, what
if
for
you're
you?
bringing the topic
Now, what
of
for you?
divorce,
That's why-
divorce happen to
For
several
different reasons.
That's why
Yeah.
I want to
I'm
tell us
talking
something.
about
Decency.
the cases that happened because the man was deceived, looking at her person from the
Exactly the
beginning.
point. So at the end of the day, I want to say that we should not just talk about dressing. Like we want to talk about indecency. More not just talk only about dressing because there are so many indecent things. Not only dressing.
Okay.
Let's say
Ladies.
we are talking
So
about
many indecent things.
dressing
Yes, not be only dressing.
Okay, no, but this
Men-
topic we are looking at dressing. Yeah. So before we go further, there is this question I want to also ask. Do you think that our dressings today are being influenced by celebrities, or you are dressing? Is it being influenced by the celebrities, by social media?
Mine no, but I see so many others who have been influenced.
What about you?
Me, seeing what they, I don't know what I'm mommy woman. I don't wear me shorts anymore. I swear.
It means right as a baby,
I don't
you
know
don't
what
wear short.
I don't wear shorts.
You surely
I
come
don't
out with
know why.
napkin.
She's trying to say that she was cultured that way.
Exactly
Right
the
from-
point.
Yes.
So
It
you are
got to a
dressing.
point where I think I was in Form 5 and then I got a dress. My cleavage be they open some more. I don't know what will happen. I want to corner, I want to that climb. I don't already take this into consideration.
So your mom has been fighting you about this
Mommy don't
dressing
define me.
aspect.
Even the piercing several years. When I pierced it in 2016, I went back home. Hey, university. Whoa. My mom.
Empress,
It means for Empress it is inborn.
It means she chose that part from.
From the
Okay,
beginning. It's
I
not
see.
now.
So
I'm
it's
influenced by
inborn. But
anybody.
do you think that this path you like it?
I love
Has it in any way? Let's take it personal to you because you are too proud of this thing.
Of
Has it in
course,
any way
come
been an
on.
embarrassment to you?
Never ever, and it would never be.
Is it like you stop it, you don't make it to look like an embarrassment, but have people really embarrass you, look down on you because
No.
of how you dress?
Maybe they will look down on me from my back, from my front. No,
They will
No
try
one
to
has
look down,
ignored
but they
you
cannot
based on
see.
your dressing?
no, never.
I want to say something.
Maybe they don't from my back, not from my front.
I want to say something, and let me give you your opinion on
Okay.
this because this panel is like you're the most stubborn.
Yes.
I'm not being given a narrative. Never ever. Thank you.
To be a character. That's why I have the impression that society somehow contribute to the way you live your life positively.
Yeah.
Through some kind of pressure from certain attitude you put out there.
That's right.
You know. Now, I have a principle that if somebody complains something about me once, the second person does the same. The third, hey, I will give a step back and say, but if this is your
Yeah.
trend, that means I have
I have
The
something
problem,
wrong.
there's
a
something
problem.
to adjust on.
Back
Yeah.
to you. have you received any backlash on your on your outfit that you for once reflected and said, no, can I adjust on this particular
No,
aspect?
never ever.
Oh, it has
Never.
been
Not be
my own.
me.
Have you been interacting with the right people, or you're interacting with this kind of people?
But wait, at the end of the day, like let's bring this now. I don't understand. They can't address one address. I don't understand. So can somebody explain to me? Like I don't understand.
You, for one, you dress most of the times with
say it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Should I,
Okay, with part of your breast
Yeah.
being exposed.
Yeah.
Your tights are not gorgeously, they are attractively exposed, which can attract, like what we said, rape and all these stuff. Listen,
I don't know my bobby. I
Empress.
don't show my bobby, but
Yeah, you don't show your bobby. I want to be very clear.
no, let's be clear.
Are you gonna be very sincere and truthful to us here and the audience that you've never been rebuked?
regretted?
No,
No,
not
no,
you
he
rebuke.
said rebuke and I'm regretting, right? That's what you said.
No, away from
Somebody
you
rebuke,
regretting. The
and
regretting
then
might
I
be your
regretted.
choice.
You
Yeah.
giving a step back.
Give me a
and say,
step
no,
back and say no, I cannot adjust.
Yeah.
No, that has
Okay.
never happened. But somebody, I've had a backlash online, right?
Yeah.
I've had a backlash online.
I want us to
but
even
I
talk
never
about that.
ever, feel like I never replied like.
nothing.
Okay.
I
have
never
you-
ever replied like. What was?
Which means it
Okay.
meant nothing.
It meant
Okay.
really
For the last
nothing.
question, have you ever in any situation where you were going to meet up with somebody, you're a lady, maybe you had a date. You understand? A date could be coffee and all the like. So
Yeah.
you're going to meet somebody for the first time, and you felt like your appearance kind of like had a kind of switch, and maybe you did not keep communication based on your appearance. Has that happened before? Where you meet
Based on
a
his
strange, a
appearance
new
or her
guy,
appearance?
her own appearance. Like the guy has been very communicating and
No,
trying to keep.
none of my if you visit a guy and he text me, none of my appearance make something.
How are you
something
sure?
different. No. You
This
not
is
say
what we are saying.
No, you not say you know talking na my appearance make and the boy he text me back. What's that? I don't understand.
So why
I think it's possible. It can
Yeah,
be,
why would the guy
it can be
Because of the
possible.
way you look.
It can be possible, but in the situation where he's trying to narrate.
No, it's the same situation I'm talking
No, you
about.
try
Like
to narrate. Say, no,
probably
it don't
you're-
ever happen for me. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. It has never happened. Yeah, point blank.
Nothing has happened.
No, it has happened.
No.
Nothing has happened like
Anyway,
that. To
even-
me,
even- let me
to
say-
me,
okay.
It
to
could
me,
not happen
to me,
her,
to
but
me.
I think that
It will happen
happens
to
ladies.
people.
Maybe
yeah.
yeah, it has
Yeah,
happened
it
to ladies,
happens
so
to ladies.
but it has never happened to
Or
me.
maybe maybe at one point it did happen, but she was not aware of it.
Yeah.
No, it has never happened to me. I'll give you guys an example of what happened to me, right? And then this is what
Guys,
the
we are not hitting hard on her,
this is
please.
this is what the person.
We want her
told
to
me.
speak because she loved that way of dressing, and we are not criticizing you. We are just bringing out the
That's your
global
opinion.
context
Even
and
if you criticize
societal
me, that's
view,
on you.
and
Like,
we want
that's
to
on
make
you.
sure that people also learn from this podcast, and people can be themselves. So you are being yourself.
I am telling everybody to be confident. Be confident in whatsoever thing you put on. Come on. Yeah.
So if I wear drawers, ma, be
whether you wear
confident.
your drawers, you work out for my Manama market day.
Okay, you
Consider
say
you be
something.
confident.
Empress,
Let me
what
answer
you
his
just
question.
said.
Yeah.
Someone dressing decently does not mean that she's not confident in dressing indecently. She just chooses to look decent.
Right.
Yes. It doesn't mean that, yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's why I say be comfortable. Be comfortable. If you say something that I have drawers, be comfortable in. Mommy, right on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You are going to have kids tomorrow.
Of course, I know. Just one. Thank you.
How will you? Will you love the kid to dress
Everyone just
indecent?
No, if I could,
When
if-
I continue your
Are you
question
being-
now.
Are you being judgmental?
I said he's
or-
No,
He
I'm
really
just
wants-
asking because she's
like-
proud of her lifestyle, her
It-
dressing.
What's my
Everyone
lifestyle?
has
What are you saying?
See,
What's my lifestyle?
See, excuse
Like,
me, guys.
Nobody judge me. Not be-
No,
not
no,
say
I'm
bring
not
for the
judging you.
podcast
I'm
and
not.
judge
No,
me,
I'm not
like.
judging you, and I'm
You
not
asked
attacking
me a
you.
question, and I'm
For
trying
example,
to-
I love
I'm trying to answer.
I love a decent dress. I will give it up to you. And then I have kids. I want to train them the way I like it. They should dress decent like I am. In fact, I want to be a role model for them. You cannot love dressing the way you love to do, which you are proud of it, and we are not fighting you on that. And you think that your daughter will not copy.
No, you should not
how
judge.
you
No,
dress.
you don't judge me on that. That's on me. You understand?
like the
That
kid to
it's
look
on
indecent.
me.
She will
But how
see
would
a
the
man
kid
that
look
like
different
That
when
is
the
on
mom
me.
is looking
No,
this way?
that's on me. That's
That's what
on
I'm
me.
saying,
That's
that
that's
there are
on
still
me.
men
Your
who
opinion
love
is
a
your
man of
opinion.
dressing.
That's on me.
So you think in that
Yeah.
situation you can manage your kid to dress
yes,
different from you?
Just leave a minute time reach me. I go handle and thank you.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna handle it. Thank
All right.
you.
Okay.
I
It's on me, that's my
I
opinion.
will step in here because when we have this conversation, we are trying to project what the society thinks and how
Yeah.
the future will look like. I will ask Das if there's one thing that your potential son or daughter wherever he or she comes into this world.
Okay.
What is it that you especially for this topic?
Okay.
What is it that you have done as far as our faith generally is concerned that you will not advise him or her to do?
I don't think I've done anything that
Exactly.
would advise my how to do.
Okay.
I would like to have decent kids. When it's time to be girly, when it's time for my daughter to be girly like me, now I'm a girl, she'll be girly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
When it's
a period.
time for my son to be a boy, he will be a boy.
Okay.
But I'll make
That's
sure
a
I grow them
period.
in a decent way that when they grow, when they get to that point, they'll be able to choose wisely.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
That's a
Okay,
period.
Empress, I'll come to you, and I want to appreciate your confidence.
No attack me again.
No,
abeg.
it's not an
No,
attack. I've
we'll
never
fight.
attacked you.
No, we'll fight. You're forcing your narrative for me.
No, I'm not forcing
Which
it. I'm
is-
just asking questions.
Let me
there.
let me
Yeah,
just
which-
let me
which-
just
which
clear
leads
the
to
air.
rebuke, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
okay.
and I don't say no. It
See,
must be like
see,
this.
let me
Yeah.
clear the air. Nona say I don't like decent dressing, or Nona say I need to dress decently.
Yeah.
Most at times where you see me, I dey dress in those skimpy things. They're mostly for parties. Na either birthday party, na either club. You know if you see me, I dey wan go work. I went my work clothes na abaya. Two
And I
abaya.
saw you in church looking so decent.
That's a
I was
joke.
surprised.
That's the when I go to church.
The one
am
time
a-
I've seen her in church, too, not looking so decent.
It
Oh
was
my
not
God,
church.
in church?
No, you know talk so. You know talk so for me. No
Okay,
talk so for me.
Empress, this brings
When
us to the definition of decency.
you understand, no? He
What
would
it
tell
means
us
to
his
be
definition of
decent.
decency.
Yeah.
When
Alright.
if it is church, no, I get I been I get boss J, I respect you very much. You understand, no?
Yeah.
But when it comes to every other occasion, it's not like I don't like decent dressing. No, come on.
All right.
When
Well,
we
don't want to
I
dwell.
just na empty.
We don't want to dwell so
waka,
much
or
on- no, no,
you
you're not
understand?
that. You're not
I
that.
want go my party. I still my fine clothes, so I saw my bobby. Then they stand up with this. I joke, cover my
Okay,
nipple.
all right.
I go attend
So
my
that's
party,
what she
post
likes.
picture, come back.
That's what you like.
Exactly the
But
point.
there
When
are
I'm going
two
for
things,
parties,
see.
I would
There
dress
are two
that way.
things-
When I'm
there
going
are-
to church, I would dress
There are
differently.
two
Definitely not
things.
in support of you exposing your breast
Yes.
and exposing your nipple.
There are two
No,
things.
close the nipple, dear. Thank you.
There are two things she has not answered and
Which
she
is?
has not been straight with. And I
Okay,
will
come
not
on.
want you to answer. I'll just say it, then we'll go to the next thing.
Okay.
The first was that you have not accepted that if you decide to dress indecent to a particular scenario or location, and you decide to dress decent to a particular location, it means you are still not proud that you are dressing indecent at one point.
I don't.
Because it shouldn't be gathering basis. It should be a
I
lifestyle.
gave you.
If you
a
think you are indecent,
simple-
go everywhere. Be indecent.
Now,
You
you
are
see
really
what I
proud of
don't
it.
tell you. Say be decent. We never has wear your suit and you're waiting.
You see, she's
It's the
twisting the
same
question.
thing. I'm not twisted. That's
No,
am I lying? It's the
not-
same thing. Why you
it's
saying
not-
I'm having a
it's not a
two
matter of
face?
twisting.
See, if I
I'm
stay
not
at
twisting.
home, like if you
stay
guys
at home,
visited
wear
me
your
and at
pants.
home,
Wear
I
the
will
same
be
pants
decent
and
in
go
front
to
of you.
What are you saying?
There are
It's-
dresses for outside and dresses for indoor.
That's the same thing. There's a dressing
But
for
you are
party.
going-
They're dressing for party. They
But
get
must
dressing
it
for
be
church.
indecent because it's a party? That's
What's
the
that mean
question.
indecent? What's the
No.
definition of indecent?
No. If you-
Exposing your body parts, valuable body parts.
And how is that your business? Like how is that your business?
It is because we
is
live in
not-
the same
It
community.
is not your business.
And my kids
I am
are
not.
growing.
I am not an auntie to your kids. I am not an auntie to
They
your
see you
kids.
as auntie.
I am not an auntie to your kids.
they
I've
see
never
us
seen your.
as-
You are rejecting my
I've never-
kids?
I've never seen your kids before. Have I ever seen your kids?
No. See,
All right.
that he was scrolling through his phone and then he saw you.
No, I don't
He
know
will
you.
still address you
It's
like
the
that.
same. It's the same thing. He will
Okay.
scroll on TikTok and see somebody else, right?
Okay.
It's the same thing. Your kids
Okay.
will scroll on
What
TikTok and
Alright.
see somebody else.
What Empress is trying to say is that if you go to a Catholic church, you see a priest putting on a white robe and this thing.
Make
It's not,
a wish
like,
of
it's not like he has 50 of those robes that he puts on everywhere he goes.
Nah.
If he's going out, he dresses another.
You guys are not getting it, but he will
Just
still be
casual.
dressing in another. He will still be decent in another dressing.
Are you
That's what we are
sometimes
saying.
Sometimes they put on this maybe knee level shorts to go.
That is still a decent dress. The shirt has
Okay,
not
me
gone
wear
yet.
my short skirt over. You're not
That
decent.
is your own definition.
That is
of
it, see.
decency. Some people
Hey,
know about-
Ben,
No,
I-
decency
you
does
know
not have
about this-
individual
Can you please
definition.
define indecency, please?
Now, decency is you dressing proper. That's first, you have to dress in a proper dress that covers, your body, at least your armpit publicly should not be seen. Your armpit should not be seen. Your thighs should be covered at least to the knee level. That is decent. Even for men, don't go out with singlets.
To you.
Yes, even for me as a man.
To
That's why
Arabs-
if you
to
check my
Arabs,
video, you will not
this
see me with a
is
singlet.
indecent. To Arabs,
No,
Sure, it's
see,
indecent. Exactly.
see, we are not talking cultural basis here. We are talking global context. You understand? Of course, everywhere you cannot go to a police station with a shirt. Those are preferences for different workplaces and all the like. But on global context, you should be covered. What are the parts you want to cover? Breast, Your chest as a man, your breast as a lady or whatever, your armpits, your tight, they should be covered. Another person will feel convenient with you. Well, you might be okay, but the brother sits next to you will feel like he's not feeling convenient based on your dressing. So your dressing can make somebody not to be convenient. Not that they're attracted to you, but they just feel like they cannot relax. They are seeing body parts that they shouldn't see. I shouldn't see your armpit in the public.
Can I say something?
There are men who get seduced by ladies' lips.
Okay.
That's
what I'm saying. See,
So,
if
at
you
the
are
end of the
dressed
day-
nicely, a man will even fall for you more than you exposing your body.
Are you?
If you are dressed nicely.
Dressed indecently to
Wait.
or what?
Okay, wait.
No, I'm not
It's the
saying
same
that.
thing.
No.
Are you getting what he's saying?
My topic is not for
Why are
you.
you trying to? No. Why are you trying to change the narrative? Listen to what they said. They said when you dress indecently, man go take you, like man go easily fall for you and do this, and then now why when you dress decent, man go easily fall for
Then
you?
you don't get the context. I'm trying to, ladies, see, this talk we are having here is not for her, it's not for you. We want them to bring their contribution, and she loves dressing the way she loves. And I mean, I'm proud that she's this confident about herself, but we cannot deny what should be the case for the global context. What I'm talking about decency is that if you still dress good, you will still look very attractive.
Of course.
You expose your body, some men will even find you disgusting. Men, if I'm telling the truth, type it. And ladies, if you say true, write it on the comment.
I don't like when you
It is true.
associate it with men. Not every woman is man testy.
Exactly.
The women who dress that way because they want to feel confident.
Confident in that. That's on period, girl. Come on, that's on period.
But men are in the society.
That's on period. That's on period. That's on period.
All right.
That's on period.
Okay, guys, let's bring
No,
down
my
the
sister
volume.
definitely that for day. Una so na castigate. He go wear bikini. Marry woman wear bikini. They una cut it up and down. Una wanna wait at the end.
Okay.
She's married again. What she attracted? Thank you. What she attracted?
Well, those are topics for another day. In
No,
dressing,
na
we
seen
have
the
a lot of
indecent
topics.
dressing. No, na seen the indecent dressing. Na
Now,
indecent
All right,
dressing.
let's move
What
on.
about her kids?
Ladies, let's move on, please.
No,
I
no,
hope there
move
is
on.
no whip. You guys might whip me on this.
No, because you're trying to force your narrative. Which is
I'm not
correct.
forcing it.
That should be your opinion. Your opinion.
Mr.
alone, right?
Nobert and me, we are looking at decency in terms of the society.
We are all looking at decency in terms of the society.
The topic
we are
is
looking at
individual choices when it comes to
But
dressing
then
and
again-
society perspective.
Yes.
We are looking at societal perspective.
You know what is sad? So many men don't know that ladies these days are smart. A lady who goes to the nightclub, prostitute, do everything. She knows that when she's ready, she'll pretend we're big just to go to the.
Exactly the point. And she'll meet a man. Exactly
We're not
the
going to forget
point.
your past. Those past will come on.
Who you know for you see am?
Social media never forgets.
Who
Someone
social
has
media?
a picture
Maybe she
somewhere.
was not posting. Excuse you. Maybe she was not posting. Aquara the post for TikTok.
Some
Now, what
person
for
get
now?
a picture for some site.
Now, what's
All
the
right.
picture for side?
Ladies, man, this
Exactly
thing
the
is
point.
sitting up.
I want
This
for
thing is
you.
sitting up.
Ah.
Now, I want to ask
You
this
never know
question.
woman, no.
Empress,
You play.
I want to
They
bring
don't
this
know
question
at
to you.
all.
Okay.
There was a situation that happened here in Bahrain where a TikToker highlighted your name and castigated you about your dressing and even call you name as desperacy. You're being desperate. I did not support that.
Desperado.
One thing with me is that your dressing does not make me conclude that you're already at the extreme.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
I just don't like it. But it doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're a prostitute or you're a hookup girl or you are desperate to look for a man and that's why you're exposing your body. That's how she described you. How did you take that?
Did I even watch that though? Yeah, I think a couple of people sent it to my phone and I just looked at it and I was like, okay, that's fine, cool.
You did not fight that.
I did not. For what?
You know your type. You know your gem is different. Your type is different. It should have been a battlefield.
On a normal, I didn't query with me.
And your picture was even there.
I say even some other girls don't drag me, take that one post and
when you're trying to prove a point.
For that, I salute your style, your nature, and your confidence in you.
Yeah,
you know.
that brings
Yeah,
us to
that's
this
great.
aspect of, in as much as we're having this conversation, there is always that need for respectful approach.
Yeah.
Right? Where even I see you being indecent, there is a way I can always approach you and talk to you. I was given an example, like if I saw something you were putting on which is sin, I come up to you like
Yeah,
I'm coming to
in a nice
cordial way,
way,
greet you, and why not even say, okay, we go out for a date.
Yeah,
and I
then
say,
you
okay,
talk to the person
I
in a
learned
better way.
something about you. You're a wonderful lady. What does it take? I would say this because your response to some of the questions, if they were men here, they would turn to you to ask more questions.
Yeah.
Right.
What does it take for a gentleman to come over to you and say something about you, and then because of that manner of approach, you adjust or you still say, no, I don't care? Because sometimes we say, I don't care to people who come up to us publicly and try to disgrace us and make us look little.
Yeah,
But
you have a point. You have a
So
point.
if you have someone who comes up
in
to
a
you
more
in
responsible way,
responsible
respects you and
respect
address
you
the
and
issue in a
talks
nice
you,
way, yeah.
do you still find it as a thing which I can say, no, I can adjust to it?
Okay, if somebody would walk up to me and then tell me in a nice and pleasing manner.
Yeah.
That's what life will hear from fancy name. Woman them on a normal
normal, you're right.
Yeah, so I might just tell the person, you know what, I'll look into it, but on a normal no if I look into the thing, but I say for the fact say don't bring down yourself and then talk with me in a very nice way. I would just respond and say, okay, bros, yeah. I go most to do I me understand. I said the only person, way if it in fact no man no day if influence my at the end of the day.
So
You understand? I don't even think say maybe my master, but at the sense
I want
the
to
boys
ask, yeah,
not
that's
very
the
now
question.
the boys not weary. So
yeah, so that's the problem. You there we were
the boys not weary. So
you there we were because I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just mentioned that that's if you were to say get married today and the person you are kind of engaged with don't admire certain type of outfit at that point in time and try to convince you and just state it out there and say, can you adjust on this, will you succumb to that?
Okay, I like it. Okay, let me not say I like it. So are you talking about a husband or a boyfriend? Or a
that's about it.
husband?
I'm in situationship.
If the person is my husband, then I have to submit or change or stop.
Yeah.
Let's say if I used to dress indecently, if not like,
Yeah.
I'll compromise.
Okay.
Yes, I'll dress the way he wants.
That's the question I was going to ask Empress. That do you think love, affection for someone who also really cares and has affection for you, but is bothered about your outfit?
No, not be chemistry.
Do you think
affection not be chemistry?
I will
no?
not change because.
Do you think you will
love,
change
I'll
because
I
this
have-
guy doesn't want to leave you? He wants to take you to the altar.
Let's say, no, not be want to take me. Take me for altar first. More do altar for now. Like three.
Okay, but that can make you change. Do you think someone this
listen,
love, this care, after
Okay,
your
ma'am.
marriage, you can consider to live up to the standard that your husband wants you?
Of course, why
for
not? I don't
dressing?
understand. Me, I'm a normal sweet girl, normal submissive.
So you normally
girl.
change?
Hey, very submissive.
Love is powerful. The iron lady
I'm
will
a
become
submissive girl.
the iron lady will become malleable when love is there.
Like you said, we are speaking on behalf of some ladies, right?
Yeah, that's
some
right.
ladies are listening and
That's
they are
right.
watching.
Yeah.
You said if this man wants to leave, ladies don't be desperate.
Don't be desperate. Exactly.
If that person is your husband, you stop not because you love, not because you want to, because you have to be submissive. As
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
the truth.
about being desperate or
Exactly.
only because you don't want him to leave.
Exactly.
No, that's not the content I said.
Yeah.
He already loves you. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to leave you, but he's
Yeah.
concerned about this dressing. And you know it's really
Yeah.
affecting him. He wants to see you in different way.
Right.
Will you change? He said yes. I mean,
Yes.
because we care
I guess
about
my
those
other fine
we love.
clothes and we
Of
live.
course, me I know you dress decent. It's not like you dress like this every other day.
Exactly.
No,
Not
for
just
that one,
occasion,
yeah.
no.
It's
If you
not
don't
just
invite
like
me for
every
birthday,
other day.
I beg. When they invite me again for birthday for the Bahrain, because I plan invite me for birthday.
you with this
You understand? All
The other day, they begin call me where I don't
When
care.
I
I
three
beg you
months, I
say
never
make
come
me
on
arrow.
me. I never
He
come
give
on
me
me.
arrow. Say he want go for some birthday. I drop here. I look you at say Empress. Now Benisa I beg na for rooftop. I look
I
at Empress.
beg. Una don't invite me again for
I said
birthday
you
for the
want my own
Bahrain.
massive for Babutola. Now go
Una don't
surely
invite
come
me
for my
again.
face.
Una don't invite me again. I beg. I want to be decent.
So if they don't invite you for 10 birthday, then
I know, come.
No, but then 10 months time you change.
No, I don't. 3 months I never come on me.
You're born or you have clothes.
No, I know. Na the question.
If you don't come again for 1 year
No,
straight.
side the way go bonam. Now
Nah,
a
not
person
fit
who
bonam.
really cares, love, and want her to dress in this kind of way that is more modern.
I'm not fit, Bonham.
She will change it.
I wear in the house now. Me, I will.
No, in the house, oh man.
Me,
in the house, me, I even
But
prefer
the
you
poor
to
music
be
dance.
in,
don't
you know,
understand
be in
what I'm
pants in the
saying.
house.
What
Yeah,
I'm trying to say is that you said the person you love and care. If your mom asks you to stop, you don't stop. You don't love her. You stop because that man is your husband. You have to submit. You can't
You
submit
submit,
someone
yeah.
you don't love.
Yeah,
And you stop, right?
All right.
You you did draw a line on husband.
Yeah.
How do you? Because it starts from courtship.
Right, up to.
So if that advice come at the stage where you're in the courtship, but you're not
and the
really seeing
person
it.
really cares.
He really cares
Yeah.
at that point in time. So does it mean that until the handwriting is clear on the wall that this is a potential husband that you try to adjust, or you can pick it from
A
there?
question
No.
about it is strong.
Fiance. I swear, the question really strong.
Because even for that very fiance the break up. Even for that very fiance,
Yeah,
all that too.
the breakup.
You want enter one chances, two chance.
Because a fiance knows where his right ends as a fiance. Yes, you know what you need to do. If you want to have that right over me, marry me. Yes, you
But
saw
mommy,
me the
do
way I
you
used
know
to
that-
dress,
do you know
come
that-
To me, if you think that you have to go to that extent, marry me.
Do you
So-
know
so-
that? Do you
so
know that?
what if he
that
says,
marriage
okay, if you're not
sometimes
changing, I'm
it's not
leaving you?
guarantee. Do you know sometimes that marriage is not guarantee?
No, definitely.
Right?
No,
That's
yeah.
why I said okay.
Sometimes that
because
marriage
if
is not
I
even
said-
guaranteed.
Yeah, that somebody say they want to marry you doesn't mean
Does
yeah.
not mean yeah,
Why
exactly.
I ask that question, and also I want our viewers to understand.
I just feel like, can I say something? I just feel like if you want to change, it should be something that has been in you. You understand?
Yeah, but
Not
people
change because-
influence change,
No,
especially
You
in
understand?
relationship.
No, I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no because no. Somebody you can like somebody to a particular extent, right? But not change because of the fact that you like that person. Put on your heart, say no. I think I want to become a better person.
Okay.
You understand? I don't want to become a better person because of you. Because who knows tomorrow?
If you
Put on your heart, say yes.
Someone.
Yes.
But if the
Yeah,
person
but
goes away,
It
you are
goes
still
away,
a better
exactly.
person.
You're still a better
If the
person.
person leaves
What-
you, you're still a better
You
person.
understand?
You-
So that's what I'm saying.
Someone can make you change negatively to you.
Exactly. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
obviously.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Relationship
expect a
has two
husband-
sides.
A woman is
Yeah.
obliged to be submissive to a husband, not to a fiance, not to a boyfriend. That's why I said I will change to a man I'm submissive to, which is a husband.
We need to talk about this.
We need
That
leave
will
you
be
now.
a
We
topic
need
of
leave you now.
another
We need leave
day.
you now. You're
It will be a
done.
topic of another day
Yeah.
because we need to make you guys understand that we start building marriage from courtship.
Of course,
we start
of
making
course.
decisions from courtship. So we
Yeah.
will not only get to marriage, then we start making decisions. Then I can have control over you. A topic for another day.
And
Really.
there's certain decisions that you take during the courtship
Yeah.
that you not take the way.
Yeah, because if you don't prepare for the marriage, everything now is shattered. Everyone wants to do this. Everyone wants to say, no, I will not do this. I will not do that. Oh, but we were supposed to do this. It's destroyed because we
Courtship
never
demands-
built a foundation.
Courtship would demand that
Okay.
responsibility to an extent.
So back to dressing, while we are trying to wrap up, I want you ladies to give a question. It must not be dressing for women. Do you have any dressing that you think men dress that you find uncomfortable or you want to see men dress in this way?
Yes.
Tell me.
There are some types of dressing that, let's say, a man is dressed with these tight fit trousers, saggy jeans, and everything. No, he cannot say how I respond.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her specs doesn't go for a man who dress with too much Michael Jackson kind of
Apaga,
tight fitting
apaga,
thing
apaga.
or apaga, all these saggy jeans and all that.
Not only about spec. Like I quote an example.
Yeah.
Me
Like
go to
anybody.
hospital,
Yeah.
meeting the crazy doctor or be scared about the operation, I might die because he looks like someone who's not concentrated
Yeah,
on what he's doing.
all right.
So many other aspects. Yeah,
That's
I
right.
see
I'm that one person that I don't judge based on looks. No, I don't. I give a benefit of
You
a
give
doubt.
chances like that.
Yeah, I'm that easy. But when I distrust you, mommy forgets. I can never trust you again.
But you should be careful too from before you even go to the church because soon enough you guys are saying, man has come, man has come.
No,
man has come.
No,
Yeah, you-
No,
Yeah.
that light. No, when I talk of I don't judge people based on looks. It not mean say by the time I want to that person I will not do some little background
Okay.
checks and all of that.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, because-
like just seeing
because
somebody and judging the person. No.
Because I was
Yeah.
about saying you are high risk.
Yeah, no. You do
Yeah,
it back.
yeah.
Like judging,
Yeah.
just see somebody and judging the
Profiling
person, start
somebody is
making-
very important.
Start making assumptions in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
But you do a little bit of. I don't judge, but I do a little bit of
Yeah.
background check and
Yeah,
all
try
before
to
I
profile the
can say
person.
something.
There's just one universal conception about one thing is the truth
First
is
impression matter. No,
first
not that.
impression
No, I don't believe me first.
matters.
Nah,
It
I-
matters.
I always
It
believe
does.
first impression.
It matters.
Mommy, you know your first impression do me. I never seen. I know first impression. No, I
maybe
never.
you see
Guys, we
all
have
the-
a lot of topics. We are going to
First
talk about
impression.
first impression too.
What
Let's
was
know
it?
what.
was
Let's
it?
know what first
Exceptional
impression did.
cases.
No, mama.
Because you know
Big
what?
mommy.
There are some
No.
guys that, let's say in Boya, there's a particular kind of slippers that you know that no other person put on the slipper except a scammer.
Yes.
You know that this, if you see this person, this is engagement.
But when
Yeah.
I,
You already see
wait,
something
there are
like that.
exceptional
I didn't know you were a
cases.
scammer when you saw it from the beginning.
When are exceptional cases?
When I exceptional.
That's why if you see it and you want to go,
wear that very slippers.
if you
Slipper
see it-
wear that very
Now
slippers.
after now we can't be so bad because
Yes.
sometimes only scammers could
No.
have only
and this
scammers
bag where they begin hang so, not them. Like Igbo man during December time.
guy a lot to convince me that he's not into something
No,
like that.
when I say no,
All right.
mistake. Good
Okay,
man,
guys.
yes,
I
man.
mean, we can go on, and it's been a beautiful days, and she hasn't got anything to worry about your appearance, but to her, saggy jeans and tight-fitting jeans, and those kind of boyish appearance.
See, can I say something?
She doesn't consider.
Can I say something? Let me
No, I'm not talking suitor. Like
You
what
said-
you want to see in a man.
Okay,
It must
you
not
said-
be what you
Yeah.
admire.
You said
It's just
you
normal
said-
to
you
every
said
man.
we should say anything, right?
Yeah, anything. It must not be your own man.
All right.
Yeah.
So I just want to. I don't know. Most people don't know this thing, and I think this is a concern. When I'll bring it up, I think maybe you have maybe an experience with it or something. I beg, we women don't like that high. You just seen somebody for the first time. You just to school for TikTok, meet some fine girl. Don't see 1 or 2 take pictures. You just enter and can say hi.
Can I know you?
No, you never talk. Can I know you now? Hi. You live
if I see mine,
You can send that
I
hand
feel like a
emoji.
proud person. I hate
I like-
people.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
responding.
They say no.
No,
we are
I'm not
no.
responding.
Don't do that, please. Don't do that.
So you should go like, hi, pretty.
No, even if you
don't
not
Pretty
even if you not
overhead.
compliment, if you not
Okay.
even compliment me, hi, my name is this. If you not even state the you know, I state why you there my DM. At least even say hi, how are you doing? Just
Then you think it's okay for us men when you come when I say okay, hello, how you do? You reply, you say what do you do? What is your job? You think we also like that?
Now
question?
listen, what do you don't confuse? Don't
I just
confuse-
look at somebody
Don't
who's-
confuse. What do you do for a living? For how much is your salary? Please, no confuse and so.
No, what you do, you can tell about your salary.
No, not confused. What do you do? Listen, this is why we ask this question. I've had this a couple of times on my live stream. This is why we ask this question. What do you do for a living? Are you a responsible somebody?
Do you work?
Do you work? Do you take care of yourself? How do you take care of yourself? We want to know.
But that
Can you take care of yourself? Can you fend for yourself? Do you have a shelter over your head? You understand?
and is it available
You know,
for the person
for
to
me
fend for
and
you?
you, if you understand?
Because the question is what is not
so-
you come on president.
so-
The question is
and
not
then
like
normal.
what do you do for yourself. The question is what is your job?
That one, this one, that
You,
one has come.
ladies like to do
That
that
girl
a
has
lot.
scammer. No, that girl has scammer.
They want
Listen,
to know.
No, that one has scammer. I cannot do. I cannot
Empress,
say
Empress,
that.
all what you stated, you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
But just what I want to state here is, at what time or when do you introduce such a discussion? matter?
Good,
Yes.
good,
Yes.
good.
Not from the
When
basis.
you just start talking with somebody and a lady just comes up from nowhere,
Yeah.
where there is no link.
Yeah, to start talking about you are developing the communication
maybe you had
to know
asked
one
her,
another.
like, okay, you're
yeah.
Bahrain, like, what do you do? What do you
Yeah,
do to
yeah,
survive?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
And she says, I do this. And then
Yeah, she can
now
also ask
reciprocate
you,
by
yeah,
asking the
because
question.
yeah.
But if not a girl woke up, you enter DM, how are you pretty? How are you doing?
I'm fine. What do you do for a living?
I'm fine. What do you do for a living, sir? I don't understand.
My brother run.
I don't understand.
He calculate house rent.
That's what my friend tell me. So my friend tell me, say, you chat to some girl with Cameroon. Chat with that girl, they were talking stage. The girl say, okay, let me think about it. You want to make 2 weeks. That girl say, can you send me 200,000 to start up business? Papa say, for talking stage. For talking stage.
Start up a business.
Man,
Straight to for talking
so you see, we have a lot of topic to address here.
For talking
People
stage.
they bring knock door palava for talking stage. Papa nobody, mommy nobody know you. You just
I
come on
say
the
business.
bill.
I swear.
Bill say business. Business for who we credit.
See, eh?
Anyways, guys,
What's
yeah.
that?
Sometimes too, that's talking stage. So it come up from nowhere. That guy could also be making her hair. I want to marry. I want to do this. And she already sees himself.
No, listen, this is what
Even if I
happened.
want to
Well,
marry
this
you,
is
do you
No,
need
this
to
is the
start
scenario.
giving me those bills
This is
now?
this-
Why
the
would you
scenario.
want to marry her within 2
No,
weeks?
not you want to marry. No, listen, this is the scenario. The guy said, I want to have a relationship with you. And the lady said, let me think about it. And then 2 weeks later, she said, I beg, this so you feel help me with
But they're not
200K. They were still chatting like, but
Now,
but
hook up.
she's thinking. You understand? She has asked for time to think. She
Yes.
has not
She's
replied.
not correct for asking the question.
No, you're not correct for
That's
asking,
what
Mami.
he said also to the lady.
No,
The
no.
girl narrated
Giving her
already.
scope, she was also trying to build.
No, the boy
It's
don't
not
say
right-
like.
it's not right billing.
So you
but-
build by
But
financial.
listen,
You build a relationship by billing.
that's-
No, billing as in asking for money because she could
That's
be
what I'm
smarter than the
saying.
guy. Maybe that guy, yeah.
She want to
you don't know what
outsmart the
they-
guy.
You don't know what they were talking about.
Anyways,
Listen. They're
guys-
talking about relationship, and the guy wants to have a relationship with her.
Why are you being
But she,
defensive?
no, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to
no,
be
the
defensive.
story
No,
that
based on
you
the
got.
story
Yes.
that I got.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm judging based on the story that I got.
They should stop
So the lady
billing
said,
people.
now normal people talk say, give me some time to think about it. But we are still chatting. Hey, how are you? How was work? I'm fine, thank you. How have you been? Oh, what about my response? I'm still thinking, stuff like that. And then 2 weeks later, and then you know, bro, if you help me,
You have not even come with any
you never
conclusion about your
conclude
thoughts.
about our relationship. You never say,
Thinker.
I want to be your girlfriend now before I even bill. You never even tell say one be relationship. You just bill.
And there are guys
Like,
who
come on.
give you, and that's the last you'll see forever.
A tip for
Some guy
our
they fake
viewers.
somebody they good there.
A tip for
All
our
right.
viewers, for our ladies, a secret.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Avoid every means possible to build when you guys start
still-
discussing.
exactly.
Or even
Yeah.
you guys get into the relationship.
Even if you've met,
keep
I
the
agree- I agree
discussion,
some- I agree some
and that
question,
gentleman,
Wait.
will know that she is in it. You will not ask, but
a gentleman would know.
that she
Yes.
is.
I beg if my birthday,
Before
if my birthday day, like we start talk. My birthday, day like 2 days. We'll start talk.
You see, if our birthday is 2 days, when I start to bill in the camp, and these people have many
don't
birthdays in a
disrespect
year.
me.
If you meet him in November, December is your birthday, July, May is your birthday. Come on,
I asked my question.
Oh,
Only,
May,
don't
June
castigate
is
me.
your
I asked
birthday.
a question. Can I bill when I just?
we have a lot to talk here. You guys need to tell us the secret of many birthdays. I had a friend who dated a girl, and then the girl said the birthday is November. They celebrated the birthday another line. Along the line, they break. Within the other year, the girl dated a friend in
Yeah.
another city, but it was still a friend of that my friend. And the guy was like, "Oh, we are celebrating the birthday of my girl."
Wow.
When July?
When you went there.
And he was like, he want to look. It's the same girl that they break up. Like, mommy, you get a how many
Bad,
birthday? It's really bad. All right, so guys, we are gonna end here for today, and I want everyone to give their last view. I will leave Mr. Nobert to say something as we go to conclude on the topic.
All right, I just want to say that my basic definition of decent dressing is covering the essential parts.
Right.
Essential parts could vary from individual to individual, but there are just certain parts which Ben I's name at the beginning, which I think that is a universal
Yeah.
definition of what decency
Is,
like
yeah.
covering up your chest,
Yeah.
covering up right to your knee level,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah,
exposing
Parts
your
that get into
armpits.
puberty.
Yeah, that is the basic universal
Yeah.
definition of what decency is all about. And again, whether you like it or not, people will always like to do what they want to do,
Right.
like Empress likely mentioned here. But there is also the greater majority of the society thinks that your outfit somehow influences his or her daughter, and sometimes they come at you.
Yeah.
And I think that if you get some backlash or you get one or two recommendations from the community about your outfit, you should ask yourself, hey, there's something wrong. I think I need to adjust.
That's
Right.
right.
You know. So morally, I just feel like we should be on the same page on how we project ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
All right, sir. To you again before I get to her.
Well, okay. Well, I think dressing decent, like, it's just like dressing modest. I'll tell everyone, do you, but you should also be ready for the consequences.
Right.
Yeah, because the way you dress is a
I don't feel
disrespect to
it,
any other thing that comes from it. You also have to take it.
Right.
Yeah, but you should do you.
Right.
All right, Empress.
That's on period.
That's a period.
That's on period, baby girl. So I would just like to say this. At the end of the day, right? We have an upbringing, right? Every parent will want a decent child. Girls should dress decently in order not to attract some certain class of people. And I would also like to say that I dress for me. And I don't want anybody to copy what I do. This is me. And I bear the consequences of the way I dress. I choose when to dress decent and I choose when not.
All right.
So it's on me. I'm not trying to justify why I do that. I still believe in decency. Everybody has his or her own way of defining decency. And I want to also say that we should not just talk about decency in dressing. There are so many other ways that we can still be decent.
Yeah.
You can be decent in your character. You can be decent in every other thing, including the dressing. So try to do you, and I'll do me. Thank you.
Okay, guys, this brings us to the end of the podcast. What do I have to say? Decency is modesty. Dress the way you want to be
That's
addressed.
so.
Men and women like to have or to feel like what they have is valuable. So let's try to make ourselves valuable to our partners or to ourselves by keeping those things that should be sacred to us or to our partners. That is it for today. Make sure you come back to watch on YouTube. We are going to be having it there on YouTube. Probably part of it is going to be on YouTube maybe later today. And we will be coming back with more interesting topics. Same guests, different guests. Why not you be the guest of our next session? All right. If you were there all through, thumbs up. And if you came later, thumbs up. Thanks for catching up with us. See you again.